So, okay. So for this period, you're actually going to be writing the problems, the word problems. So here's our first demonstration. I'm going to throw some coins up here. Okay. What are some facts that you see about the coins that are up here? Oh, looks like some of them were stuck together. Okay. Some facts that you see.
It says
there's
there's
three
Whoa, one at a time. Wendy.
There's eight quarters. 8 quarters. 8 coins.
8 coins. Okay. So there are 8 coins.
Yeah, $1.25.
Comes to $1.25.
3 quarters makes 75 cents.
Ooh, I like that one. 3 quarters is 75 cents. Should I write it as 75 cents or should I write it as 0.75? What would you like?
Cents.
Cents.
Cents? 75 cents, okay. Ooh, my marker is disappearing. Anything else? What else do we see?
We got more dimes.
Raise your hand, please.
We got
Marcos?
more dimes.
More dimes than quarters?
Yep.
Okay.
Quarters.
Okay. Anything else? Wendy?
5 dimes are 50 cents.
Okay. 5 dimes is 50 cents. 50 cents. Okay. So some of these facts that we've written down are value facts. They talk about the value of the coins. And some of the facts that we've written down are quantity facts. Okay? Which are the quantity facts? Get a different color pen. Of these facts, which are the quantity facts? That talk about
$1.25.
Okay. Actually, is that quantity or value?
Value.
Value. Okay, I'm going to put a V in front of it for value. Okay?
Oh, 8 coins.
8 coins? Is that quantity or value?
Quantity.
Quantity. We'll put a Q for quantity. What about this one?
That's quantity.
3 quarters
Both.
is
No,
75
wait.
cents.
Both.
Oh, yeah, both.
Raise your hand. Okay, Arturo says both.
Both.
Wendy? Both. Okay. What part is the quantity part? What part is the
3 quarters is the Q,
okay?
and the value is 75 cents.
Is the 75 cents. Okay? More dimes than quarters. Is that quantity or value? Quantity. We'll call that quantity. And then this is similar to that one. So the 5 dimes is quantity and the 50 cents is value. Okay. So on your note-taking guide, for the quantity statements, we'll write 8 coins. What else was a quantity? There's 3 quarters.
4 dimes and quarters.
More dimes than quarters. I can't fit that on there. I'm going to do the 5 dimes. And for value statements, what should we put there?
125.
$1.25.
$1.25.
cents.
Okay. 75 cents and 50 cents. Okay. Now I wrote mine all as decimals just because I wanted to keep it consistent. Okay. So we have this table on our note-taking guide to help us organize all this information. Okay? This is how I want you to fill it in. Since we're using quarters and dimes, put quarters here, dimes here, and we're going to talk about the totals here. We have our quantity statements, and we have our value statements. For word problems that have coins, this usually the answer to the question. The question is usually how many dimes are there, or how many quarters are there, or how many of each coin is there. So we already know what the answer is. So let's pretend for a minute that we don't know how many quarters or dimes we have. You can leave it written in yours. I just erased it so that we can kind of pretend we don't know that information. Okay? So the quantity of quarters, we're going to use a variable because that's one of our unknowns. The quantity of the dimes is another unknown because remember now we're pretending we don't know how many there are. So we're going to use Q and we're going to use D as our variables. Okay? We do know the total number of coins there are though, right?
8.
There's 8. Okay? We know the total value of the coins, the total value of the quarters, it's 75 cents, right? But I don't want you to write that there yet. The reason we know the total value of the quarters is 75 cents is because we know how many quarters we have, right? If we didn't know how many quarters we had, how would we find the total value of the quarters? How did you find that 75 cents?
25 times 3.
Love that. 0.25 times, well, we know it's 3, but if we didn't know it's 3, it would just be the quantity of the quarters, right? So it must be 0.25 times Q. So the value of the dimes, following that same pattern, how much is one dime worth?
10 cents.
10 cents. And we don't know how many dimes we have, so we're just going to put D. Okay? We know that we have $1.25. We still have that information. Okay? Once you've filled in your chart, all you need to do is convert it into your system of equations. So we know that the number of quarters plus the number of dimes equals how much?
8.
8, because we have 8 coins in all. I can write this straight out. 0.25 quarters plus 0.25 dimes equals $1.25. I don't really like working with decimals. Do you guys like working with decimals?
No.
Sure, why not?
So how can we rewrite it
Oh, move it 2 times.
with without the decimal? I like Ursula's idea. She says to move the decimal 2 times. So we can write this as 25Q plus 10D equals 125. All we did was multiply each one of these values by how much to move that decimal? Multiply by more than 2. Trey, how much do we multiply it by?
10.
More than 10, more than 20, to move that decimal.
100.
By 100, yes. Okay. Okay. So this is how we set up coin problems. Okay.
We're not going to solve it.
Not this one. I don't expect you to solve this one. Let's see. So I have some coins in here. Let's try another example of setting it up.